gentlemen will recall that we sent to the Park and Rec Board a discussion that we had on swimming pool rates, looking at perhaps a phasing in of what they might be. The Commission has this document in their packet, but I thought since there'd probably be some public here, we'd have it on the board. And what they did was to look at some proposals, I think, from Pat and the folks at the pool, implementing an increase in residential individual rates going from $50 to $65, and family from $70 to $100 for swim lessons. Well, you can follow through. The open swim also changes both in town and out of town. I think you'll recall at the last meeting, Pat talked rather persuasively at the intensive kind of lessons that we give that are of a certainly longer duration and you know, more intensive than what other communities may involve. So it's not always an easy comparison just to say what do your swim lessons cost, and then there's a dollar figure for the benefit that you're getting.
If we would apply what you're looking at to 2011, the past season, and it was a season that wasn't the ideal season swimming compared to this year, you would have taken in revenue more, $2,235. Applying it to this year as far as we have gone, and I don't ascertain taking on any more, very few pool passes. They'll just pay as they come in. We would have taken in $2,465. And I did the 2 years because I like to always average. So the average would be $2,350 plus that we would get more if we did this increase.
We're raising these fees in the next year. Extrapolating out, I don't imagine we have a number, but on the total operations of the pool, it doesn't seem like a lot.
But you can certainly make that argument. I think overall it was less than 10,000 over if you did it to the final year.
I think you're going to go 3 years. Is that right?
Well, this was
3 years.
This for 3 years.
Yeah.
Right.
So yes, in that sense, it is not a whole lot. You know, my goal always in looking at things is to have at least an equal demand going forward on the general fund. So as power goes up and that kind of thing, it's not going to go up $10,000 in 1 year either. It's going to go up at a $1,000, $2,000 rate, and if we keep pace with inflation, and on the income side, then I'm not taking general fund money. So that's kind of a primary goal. Not that the pool is ever going to make money. It's not headed there. I know you're not wanting to go there either. But at the same time, if we don't keep pace with inflation, then 3 years from now we'll be subsidizing 10,000 or more.
And that's what behind my question is, will it do that? Will it do that? You're going to have a little, you know, some people are going to notice that increase and comment upon it and whatnot. And if you're going to incur that aspect of things over the next 3 years, certainly you want to feel that it's worth it. That you're generating enough additional revenue to stabilize this or continue it at the current state of neutrality.
Sure. And my feeling there is you're always better off to have a little hit that people can absorb, and then to wait 3 years and then have it go up $40, you know, kind of thing. Not that you're not correct. There will be certainly some discussion, but the support that this has had both at the pool and at recreation encourages me to say that it's something that's not going to materially affect the number of people who come to the pool or who take part in the services, and they appreciate the opportunity to learn to swim and the hot days when they can get into the cool water. So,
well, it would seem to me that to set a rate to cover the cost would price it out of reach. So that's the extreme. The other extreme is the rate is low and you're not capturing any type of revenue to offset some of the expense. This seems to strike a better balance. It calls for a modest increase. It won't cover the entire operating cost, but as some of the side costs associated with the pool increase, such as chlorine and other items, I think anything taken in to address those expenditures is appreciated and somewhat needed. The Park and Rec Board, at least according to the minutes from their meeting, the 6 persons in attendance voted unanimously in favor of it. And I look to the Park and Rec Board to have a handle on this type of kind of situation. And as I listen to Pat and read the minutes, if anyone's got their finger on the pulse at the pool, it would be Pat Horan. And as I gather, Pat feels that a proposed modest increase in rates would not steer people away, but at the same time can help with operation of the pool. So when I look to those 2 sources for input and information, they seem to have satisfied what my concerns would be. And I appreciate them doing that, so we can stay somewhat current on rates that we assess, yet still make it within reach for hopefully most people, if not everybody, to take advantage of that community resource. Other comments or questions? All right, we'll vote on this then.
Anderson?
Yes.
Olinson?
Yes.
James?
Yes.
Rothstein?
Yes.
Morba?
Yes.